That was really good. Hello, we have made it to New York. I am staying with my friend Vince for the week at her place in Queens. And we're about to go grab some food over in Flushing. I'm really excited and also very tired because I woke up at like 5 a.m. and drove to the airport and everything. So it's been a long day, but looking forward to being here and taking you guys along with me. This trip was pretty spontaneous for me. I live in San Francisco and quit my job a couple months ago to change careers. To save on rent, I moved out of my solo apartment and was going to sublet and live with my boyfriend once his lease is up, but it turns out the SF sublet market is pretty cooked. Since I'm unemployed and between leases, I ended up booking a one-week trip to New York to see my friend Vince. Here's how I spent my first couple days in New York. We're starting this trip off by heading to Flushing. Vince and I came here to check out Chubby Skewers, which is a great spot if you want the vibes of Korean barbecue or hot pot, but also kind of feels like a trendy Chinese bar. I don't know, but it was really good. So you choose the skewers that you want from the fridge, which are mostly $1.40. There's vegetables and all sorts of your like meats and seafoods, wagyu, chicken skin, chicken gizzard, pork belly, pineapple, you name it. And then there's some special skewers that are $2 each, like wagyu and lychee or scallops. You take the ones you want back to your table, and then they have this cool grill that rotates the skewers and a bunch of different seasoning options. There's also an a la carte menu where you can order rice, side dishes, drinks, and desserts. So we ordered some enoki mushroom, barbecue eggplant, and charred green beans. We both really liked the enoki and the eggplant, it was so good we agreed that they're both must orders. You end up paying Korean barbecue prices, but the amount of options and the fun experience grilling them yourself made it super worth it for us. Chubby Skewers is supposedly expanding to Fremont, not sure when, but whenever it does, I'm definitely going back. The restaurant was also walking distance to a bingsu shop, so we ended the night with some mango bingsu. The next morning, I started the day off by visiting La Cabra Bakery in Soho. I heard that they're kind of similar to Juniper here in SF, where you can somehow just get the best pastry you've ever had alongside with the best coffee you've ever had. It was pretty busy inside, so I walked to a nearby park to enjoy my pastry and coffee. Good morning. Actually, it is 11:15 because I'm still on California time. So I'm getting out way later than I expected, but I stopped by La Cabra. A cardamom bun. Yeah, I think they gave me a panin chocolat instead, but it still looks amazing. Just a normal latte for me today. I hope I didn't accidentally grab somebody else's pastry, but I don't think so. Because they placed it right in front of me and they could have let me know if it was somebody else's. That was really good. Did I already say I think it's better than Juniper's? Part of me wonders if I should have planned this trip way more in advance, but I think it was pretty last second. I was so focused on moving and everything that I just came up with ideas, but I don't really have a set agenda. So I've decided we're going on a long walk because I actually don't know to be honest, the proper, places that I should be. I just have a lot of food places pinned, and then I want to check out Little Island. And then later tonight, we're gonna go see maybe Happy Ending, which I've heard a lot of great things about. Looky here where we've ended up. So many people are wearing the same coat as me, and I think it's interesting because I know this coat's very New York, and yeah, nobody told me that exactly. I just knew. But yeah, so many people are wearing a coat just like mine in a different color or the same color, and then they also tie the belt, the waist belt on the back. After about half an hour of walking, I was able to get to Little Island from Washington Square Park, and it was such a nice day outside that there were a lot of kids and families out and about. I think it makes a nice break from the city if you need a change of pace. I can imagine especially if you live here, but I do think there were more exciting things that I got to see on this trip. I ended up going to Pier 57, which includes a food hall curated by the James Beard Foundation. I walked around for a little bit, but I wasn't quite hungry yet, so I ended up taking the stairs to the roof to check out the view. A little more walking took me to Chelsea Market nearby, where there's a lot more shops and food stalls to wander. I saw a food stall there that I was curious about called Takumi Taco, which does these like Japanese Mexican fusion taco bento boxes, so I got a couple to try out. Can I do that with the chicken adobo and the tofu tikka tacos? Can I also get a lychee iced tea in the small? Small. I walked around a little bit at the James Beard food hall, just Market 57 for a little bit, but for some reason I couldn't really decide what to eat. Maybe I just wasn't feeling that hungry because I feel like I'm just in the wrong time zone. I'm like shifted a few hours later. Anyway, I walked around Chelsea Market for a little bit and stumbled upon this Japanese and Mexican fusion spot where they have like Japanese inspired tacos. I got a little bento box for lunch. And I also grabbed a lychee iced tea, which is super good. Really nice after doing all that walking, and I think I've already hit 10k steps, even though I've only really been awake for a few hours. So I'm gonna just take my time and relax and eat. It's quite packed right now. It's around like 1:30. And then I'm gonna see where the day takes me. Let's see. Oh, I do want to go walk around and check out Hudson Yards. I'm gonna have some of the slaw first. Very salty and very nutty. I feel like the meat isn't quite juicy. It also kind of tastes like a normal taco. Let me try the tofu one. I like the tofu one more. It has more of a kick. Overall, I'd say it's okay. I feel like that would make a really cute chalk bag. From the marketplace, I then headed to the High Line, which is a walkway above the ground through a lot of the beautiful buildings in New York City. Eventually, you end up at Hudson Yards. I feel like most of what I've been doing today is walking, and that's totally fine and a great way to see the city. But the problem is that my head is so empty. Like, I feel like walking is such a great way to like process your thoughts and stuff, but I have like no thoughts today. Head is just completely empty. I feel like definitely a fish in an ocean. I've not been inside of a Muji since like being in Japan. Honestly though, I don't know why I would take anything back. It's kind of just fun to look. I don't know why I'm slightly surprised that the skyline isn't as like tall as Chicago, because like in Chicago you have to crane your neck in order to see the sky. Here it's like there's some tall buildings, but I'm surprised that they're not all like super tall. Then it makes a lot more sense why I was so surprised when I visited Chicago, because I don't know, I thought New York would be like that too. Turns out I just have like bad memory or something. I guess things are still like way taller than you could ever get away with in San Francisco. All right, we're entering chaos. I had some time to kill, so I ended up wandering some more, which in hindsight was kind of a lot, but I did get to see Grand Central Terminal. Okay, I'm not really sure why I'm here, except that I'm just getting my steps in. I think I'm very in need of like a place to just sit and eat something or drink water. But I honestly don't know where to go because I tried going to a matcha cafe and then I was like, it's kind of late to be having caffeine. Plus, I feel like if I have a dessert right now that I won't be able to like eat dinner later. It's about 4:30 right now and I'm going to see maybe Happy Ending at 7. So I have like 2.5 hours to kill. I tried going to the library and then I didn't realize you're supposed to reserve like free tickets on Fridays from like 5 to 8 if you want to go into the Morgan Library Museum. So I'm kind of just wandering, which I have been doing, but I'm stuck. I don't know what to do now. My wandering has got me this far. I'm almost at 20k steps for today, which is fun, but I'm getting bored of just walking. Do you sell tins of matcha here?
Like the little packages?
Yeah.
No, that's only in Canada.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry about that.
No worries, thanks. Okay, turns out this place only does whole pies. So I think I'm gonna go somewhere else. Never mind. At the back of the line. One slice pepperoni. This is my first time having New York pizza, at least officially. And I gotta say, it's a good slice, but I think I prefer either sourdough pizza or Italian pizza. The cheese pull is really good on the slice though, and I definitely should have ordered a second slice. Can I get a scoop of the honeycomb? I kind of just ended up here. Was curious if they have anything different from SF. Although the layout's different, it looks pretty similar. Maybe they have more plushies, it's hard to really say. They have a couple of other like Kirby items. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to the theater. Being able to see Maybe Happy Ending at the end of the night was really good. I loved the jazzy music and the unique storytelling, and the show definitely made me emotional.